All right. So we're just gonna skip ahead to the actual bulk of the build, which is the snake car. We're making the snake car today. And yeah, let's get started. I used to love building Legos as a kid, so this is gonna be super fun. All right. So this is actually, I usually stream on Twitch, but this is my first stream on YouTube. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure how different Twitch is from YouTube, but hopefully they're kind of similar. All right. I think we're going with, no, not that piece. It's here on here somewhere. Maybe this one? Nope, that's a 4 long. Yeah, that's the one we're looking for. There we go. All right. Yeah, I have a lot of Legos, like a lot, from when I was a kid. So if this is something at all you guys would like to see in the future, well, I can say one thing for sure, that we're never going to run out of Legos to build. Or it'll be a very long time before we run out of Legos to build. All right. So we're getting the base of the snake car going. And yeah, just waiting for people to trickle in. And yeah, but while we're waiting for that, this is also an AMA stream, which stands for Ask Me Anything. So if any of you, when people have questions or comments about the state of the channel, what's going on, pretty much anything I'll be able to at least talk about, hopefully. And I was also thinking that'd be fun to do some freestyle builds. Although the problem with that is I don't have a lot of free bricks laying around, just because a lot of them are in sets, and I like to keep them that way. But I could probably rustle up something. I used to just have bins and bins full of free bricks. It was pretty cool. All right. And we're going to put these on. I hate how my hand is obscuring what we're building. I'll just have to hold it like this. Then we need one more of these. Where's that piece? There it is. There we go. That's step 9. Then we're just gonna put the hold up, okay. Put that on. And put this on. Put these slopes on. I'd love to get my hands on one of those Power Miner sets. I've always wanted one of those, but I was never, since that was when I was younger, didn't really have a lot of money of my own. Mostly came from my parents, like Christmas and stuff. And unfortunately, I just couldn't get those sets, or the larger sets, but I'm sure I can find them on eBay or something like that at some point. I just don't, I'm not a huge fan of building someone else's pre-built set that they've already like lost pieces to and stuff like that. But I'm sure there are people who like hoard Lego sets that have never opened them, so that's probably should be fine. And yeah, so if this turns out like a good run, like a good stream, I will consider moving over to YouTube in order to stream, or I can stream equal parts on YouTube and Twitch. I'd be okay doing either. All right. I can't believe this little pile of bricks can make a pretty cool set. It's pretty, like I was thinking that as this was already built. It was in storage. I took it out and it was already built, so I had to take it apart. And I was thinking, this is a pretty cool set for just a couple bricks. Well, not a couple bricks, but you know what I mean. What am I don't see where, oh, I see where they want us to add. All right. I think I got this for Christmas too. I think I remember building it at my grandparents' house for the first time. Let's see. What's the next step? Okay, I think it's these pieces. And then doesn't show what the stickers are to put on though. That's weird, and that's gonna be a problem because I don't know which piece, because they look the same. They just have different stickers, but I should be able to figure it out. Yeah, it's actually, now that I look at it, it's pretty obvious which goes where. There we go. And then there's, yeah, this should be fine. I can use the powers of deduction to figure out where the pieces should go, or the stickers. So we got this so far. This is like the body of the bike here. I actually really like this set. It's really cool. I don't know. I really used to like Ninjago when I was a kid. It was a good time. Okay, I think it goes this way. Let's see. I think there's, yeah, there we go. That's what we need. All right, so now we're going to make the axles, sort of. They're kind of like the axles, but they're not really axles. I don't know how to describe what they are, to be honest. All right. And yeah, there we go. I just hope I'm not boring anybody to death. I mean, this isn't supposed to be like a really exciting stream, just more like a chill stream. But I hope it's interesting. All right, that's axle 1 done. Calling them axles, but they're not really axles. But yeah, remember this is an AMA stream, so if you have any questions about the channel or anything, or suggestions really, questions, whatever pops into your mind, feel free to ask that, because I have lots of things I want to do on the channel, but I also have lots of things that I don't know what I want to do, or I don't know how that makes sense, but you know what I mean. I have a lot of like content that I need to fill. So suggestions on anything you guys want to see in particular, more video games, more making stuff. I love making stuff, as you can tell. So that's always really fun. I always really enjoy putting out videos of me making things. It is the summer. I'm out of school, out of college for now. So there will be a lot more opportunity for content being made. And not only that, but I have some content creation gear that's been lying around that I haven't put to use yet. So excited to test that out. See, I got the new webcam, which is what I'm filming this on, and then I also have a camera stabilizer that I got. So that was that one. I think I've shown that off a little bit, but I haven't really found. Are any more podcasts coming? That, you know what? I really want to do the podcast again. I want to bring that back, the podcast. But my friends that I was doing it with, they work probably like I should be doing. They have work. So unfortunately, the podcast maybe have to be postponed. Although I'm sure I could figure out something. I'm confident I could figure out something to do that would be podcast like. Like, I was thinking of just getting my friends together when they are free, and let's say we were talking about how good Costco pizza was. That was we were talking about at this time. And what I was saying was we should just go order Costco pizza and just mess around and make content. And that sounded like a really fun idea to me, and a couple of my friends thought that was really, really cool too. So that might be in the future if that's something you guys want to see. I'm certainly for it. I love pizza. But yeah, even though the podcast might be put on hold, I'm sure I can make something that can emulate the podcast in a way, because I really like the podcast, and I think my friends like it too. They're just busy. So that's kind of rough. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. Okay. Did I skip ahead? No? Yes? No. I had not skipped ahead, but I thought I did. Okay, so we have part of the bike, and you'll see where it looks kind of weird right now, but you'll see it. It's going to look a lot cooler. And I need to switch these two stickers because I just realized that they're switched. But yeah, I mean, in terms of content that I can do that is not dependent on my friend's schedule, I'd love to play some more Minecraft, really. I'd love to do that. So if that's something you guys want to see, definitely let me know. But I was also thinking about, let's see, I know where they are. The purple flames are in the box, or in the Tupperware bin that I'm keeping this in. Is there anything else that might be coming up that I would like to let you guys know about? So I'm trying to think. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, I want to do some animation, and that's definitely something that'll come in the future. It's just that right now it's pretty time consuming to animate. If you've ever animated, you'll find that out. You will have found that out pretty quickly that it's pretty time consuming. But I'm sure I can pull something together. I have done animations before, rather short, rather simplistic. I want to do like a stick fight, like if you guys have ever had like a Nintendo DSi or anything and played with like the flip note feature. Stick fights were all the rage on Flipnote. It was crazy. There were like stick fights, and they'd always be synced up to I think it was Green Day's Boulevard of Broken Dreams. That was like the song to sync it up to. I vividly remember that from my childhood. Was going on Flipnote and just seeing a bunch of stick fight animations, and the ASDF movie too. People would take the ASDF movie and like transfer it over on Flipnote. Oh, those were good times. It's bringing me back. All right, so we are making. Well, I won't tell you what it is yet because it's pretty cool. You'll figure it out though. So So I was thinking of doing stick fight animations just because they're easy to make and they're really fun. They just look really good. Let's see. I think yeah, okay. And then I did something else I really want to do is get out my drone that I got, I think, last year. And it's a kind of cheap drone, so it's not like a DJI or anything that's like really hardcore. But it works. It works pretty well. It's just not professional grade, I would say. But it sure is fun for some aerial shots. So I was thinking of maybe doing something with the drone, because that thing's been laying around for a while, and I really want to put it to good use. But yeah, that's kind of the size of things that I want to do, at least over the summer in terms of content. Of course, like I said, I'm always open to suggestions. Any games you guys want to see me play, I'd love to hear about. So that's enough of my TED Talk here. I'll open it up to more questions. Sounds like I'm a professor. But yeah, if anybody has any more questions or comments or anything really, feel free to put that in the chat. I'd love to hear what you guys think. So the funny thing is, I really like a video essay. I can't say I've heard of a video essay before. Now, so I'm not really sure what that would entail. From the sound of it, it's like, oh, a video essay. You know what? That's a very good idea. You know, I do watch a lot of well, you can see I got the Master Chief, I got the Naruto. I do watch a lot of like, like the pop culture stuff. I don't want to say that because it's not really pop culture, it's just culture in general. But I watch a lot of movies from like Marvel and stuff. And I always have some really interesting, I would say it's not that interesting because I tend to voice these opinions during the movie, which most of the people that I watch with are not very fond of. But I love analyzing movies for sure. And I think that the idea of a video essay would be really fun. Wow, YZ, that's a really good idea. I will more than consider that. I will make plans to do that because that sounds really fun. There's a lot of media out there that tells some really good stories. A lot of movies that have really good plots. I mean, there's a lot of movies that don't. And some of those movies, that's why they're fun to watch. But there's also movies that are just have really great plots, and I'd love to talk about that, to be honest. So a video essay would be really fun. I'll definitely consider that. That's a very good idea. In terms of content, I could see that being very interesting. A Josh Keefe video, yeah, I'll check it out. Definitely, that for sure sounds like a lot of fun. Now, I did do a video essay-ish. It was more like a video. Now that I'm thinking of what a video essay is, I can kind of see that I've done something like that before without even knowing it. It was supposed to be a like kind of like a comedic look at it was my first anime. It was My Hero Academia, and I was kind of making fun of it, like its flaws, but also talking about how good of a show it is. And I think that was I made that video a while back. And I could see that being a video essay. It was yeah, it was a little satire. But it was fun. It was really fun to make. And I would love to make another one of those, to be completely honest. So, okay, so enough talking about rambling on. We got this going. It's really cool once you see it completed. And it's if any of you can guess what it is, maybe you guys have built this up before. I don't know why I'm hyping it up so hard. I just like this build technique that they're doing right now. But let's see. I need to make sure the stickers are lined up right. But yeah, back on the topic at hand. Video essay would be really fun, and I'll definitely do that. Like, something that just popped into my mind would be like an analysis of Kung Fu Panda. Like, it sounds really silly, but really in anything you can find interesting things to talk about. And just the fact that it's Kung Fu Panda is just hilarious because that's just a really silly, funny movie. But yeah, I will not think about, what am I feel like I'm missing some stickers, but we'll sort that out later. We will sort that out later. Hey, Zelanamu. I see you made it. Let's see, is this going the right way? No, it's not. Other way. Let's put this in. Actually, I need to put in this piece before I do that. So far we have some suggestions on content that I should make. And some suggestions that I'm looking forward to quite a bit. Did I really just put that on? No. Oh my gosh. I'm like, all right, here's the funny part. I'm trying to figure out where these stickers go, and I'm just all turned around. It's kind of sad. Let's see. Give me a sec while I sort this out. This is rather embarrassing. Let's see. Should it go here? Or here? No, it's... All right. How's it going, Dylan? Glad you could make it. So we're talking about, while I'm trying to figure out where the heck these stickers go, because I am bad at looking at directions, apparently. You know, I think I actually put the stickers on the wrong way, to be honest, when I first made it. That has to be why I'm turned around. All right. Now that that's sorted out, we can go ahead and okay. So if you now it's starting to look like what it's supposed to look like. Whatever. I'll just tell you guys. So I mean, I've been hyping it up for like, oh, this is the really cool build technique. I feel kind of dumb just like actually revealing it because it's not all that mind blowing. But so essentially, this is supposed to be like a snake motorbike. Yeah, Dylan knows what's up. So they like made a really cool this build. Like they just made it. I just like how they made the snake's head. It just looks really cool how they used these hinge pieces to make the make like the curt or the angular triangular shape of the snake's head. I just really like that. I don't know. I'm a geek. You can tell already. But I think, are we done with the snake's head? Yeah. So yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. Content that you guys would like to see. All right, I think we're almost done with this. Snap this on, very satisfying. All right, and it is missing something, of course, because a snake needs a tail, so we're going to make the tail now. And some handlebars, of course. Forgot to put those on. I always wanted the snake helicopter set. This is just bringing me back. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and see if I can pick up old Legos somewhere. I'm going to do a little research and see if I can pick up old Legos. Because I don't know. I love me some Legos, and going back kind of to build the Legos that I never got to build as a kid would be really fun. Like Bionicle. Bionicle is just goated. It's the only word I can use to describe Bionicle. I think I got my first Bionicle when that was like 2012, 2011. And my dad had just come back from a business trip. And the tradition was that every time he went on a business trip, he would get me a toy, usually a Lego. So he came back and he had brought me a Bionicle that he got at CVS. And man, I played the crap out of that thing. It was Vekoma. What am I doing? Oh, okay. That's what we're doing. It was Vekoma. It was Toa Vekoma. If that rings a bell for any of you guys. I think it was from like I'm calling it an arc because, oh shoot, I forgot to put on the sides of the face. Let's fix that. I'm calling it an arc, or like series, but it was from the Metro Nui series, and dang, I love that thing. It was so cool, and that was my first Bionicle. And then I got more, obviously, because Bionicle is just goated. So And if you would have asked me Bionicle lore at that time, and probably still now, I could probably talk about it for hours. Is just like the Bionicle lore is so hype. I love that stuff. I don't even know why. So we have finished the snake car. If you guys have any other questions, comments, and about anything really, about me, about anything you wanted to know about the channel, oh yeah, I forgot. The ninja that came with the set was Cole. I forgot about that. It is Cole. He has some cool stuff. I think he's got his Earth Scythe, I think. Is that what I'm looking at? Okay, favorite comic. You know, okay. I was just talking about Bionicle. It's not, I would say, like my favorite, because I think it's blasphemy, but there's better out there, I would have to say, than the Lego comics. But dang, I used to read those religiously. The Bionicle comics. I have stacks and stacks of Lego magazines they would send out. And so if you guys didn't happen to have a Lego magazine subscription, they would send out. They were kind of like they're just like a magazine. They would have cool stuff in it, and they would have comics in it, like promoting the different series and stuff. And dang, the Bionicle comics were goated, so good, really cool. The art is really cool. But other than that, like favorite comic, graphic novel, like real one, not like a Lego magazine one. I'm trying to think. I'm not like a huge comic book person, unless you count manga as comic books, but I'm not even a huge manga person either. Oh yeah, okay. Favorite comic book, and I think still counts as a comic book, is Pokemon Adventures. It was this. I don't know if I'd call it a manga because Pokemon's more Americanized, but it was so good. My friend loves that too. My friend loves Pokemon Adventures, but it was like Pokemon, but it was right when Pokemon first came out, so it wasn't all censored. You know, like how Pokemon right now is like almost like a kids show, like Blue's Clues at this point. It's not like all that intense. Well, Pokemon Adventures was intense. It was, I think, I remember reading it, and an Arbok got cut in half, and I was like, "What? This can't be Pokemon. This can't be Pokemon. Pokemon doesn't do this. Pokemon doesn't cut a Pokemon in half." And it was like a real trip because it was like it's like a grittier Pokemon, and it was pretty cool. I liked it, and in fact, I'm gonna have to find those because now I really want to read them. Now I really want to read Pokemon Adventures. But I'd have to say that would be my favorite graphic novel in a way. I see Dylan has discovered using emojis. We don't have the Twitch emojis here, but you know, you guys can figure out You guys, I bet I have confidence in you guys that you guys can figure out something to do with the emojis they have. I will say that. Any other questions? I like the route we're taking with like comic books. So, any other like comic related questions? Like I said, I'm not really a big comic guy, but from what I have seen, comics are pretty cool. Oh my gosh, I remember I don't know if you guys would even remember this because this was like a really obscure franchise. DC character. All right, so the thing is I'm not really a huge DC fan, don't kill me. Uh Mostly it's Marvel for me, but DC does have some pretty cool characters. They're just I don't know. I just always like grew up liking. I always grew up liking DC. I mean Marvel. But let's see. I mean, okay. So I used to play Injustice a lot with my friend, and from that, like Batman was pretty cool. I like Batman. Like Superman's kind of like I don't know, like kind of basic. Batman's just cool. So I would main Batman. He was really hype. But I think um also I'd have to say that Aquaman's pretty cool too. Even though Aquaman gets just crapped on all the time, Aquaman's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Pretty hype. I should actually start reading comics. I don't know where to get them anymore. Like there is a comic book store around where I live, but I'm not quite sure what they have there, to be honest. But I would definitely give it a shot. Like do like a comic book episode. That'd be funny. Watchmen. I feel like that I've heard that name before. Is it a DC thing? Or is it DC Marvel or like another comic? Okay, so the Snyder Cut. I remember watching Justice League on like a plane or something, and it just wasn't that good. That was not the Snyder Cut. That was the original one, or not original, but like the one they put out first, and it was bad. It was kind of bad. But the Snyder Cut, I've heard good things about it. I've heard really good things about the Snyder Cut. Like, I watch Critical a lot, and he does like the moist meter thing, and he had a lot of good things to say about the Snyder Cut. So, and I trust Critical's judgment. Everything he says is a banger is a banger. So let's see. We're about done with building Legos for today, at least. We got the snake bike. Probably one of my favorite Lego sets. I can think of a couple that are cooler, but this one's pretty hype. So I think what we're gonna do is I'm going to call it here. And yeah, I'm going to call it here. And then possibly come back later today. Tomorrow, highly likely that I'll come back and dig up another Lego to build. So definitely be on the lookout for another stream. But thank you so much for watching. I think my first YouTube stream, as opposed to Twitch stream, went pretty well. So yeah, we got more Legos. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Origami stream, okay. That's hype. I love origami. So I'm so glad I saw it before I logged off. Definitely we're going to do an origami stream. I love origami so much. All right. I'll see you guys. Thanks for watching.